Yo, what's up guys, Dan here. I want to talk to you guys today about one of the most powerful tools for editing speed, consistency within your portfolio, and even monetizing to generate passive income. Let's talk about Adobe Lightroom presets. Using Lightroom presets that I've created, I've been able to keep on top of my workload night after night on a tour, and even been able to monetize them into generating a passive income. I'm going to show you how to make your own, how to use them, and even how to import other people's presets. Okay, so we've got our photo open here. Let's make the adjustments that we'd like to do. Firstly, we're going to adjust our exposure just for this photo. I'm going to drop the contrast ever so slightly because I usually like a bit more of a washed out look. Go to our curves and we'll mess around with this a little bit. Let's drop our vibrance ever so slightly. And then let's go into our HSL color section. So I'm feeling like I want the reds to be a little bit more towards the orange. Now if I turn that off and on, it's already making a bit of an impact there. Let's adjust our saturation. And on the luminance, let's raise the reds ever so slightly. Okay, so there we go. We've got a little bit of a color grade going on there. And speaking of color grading, let's go into the color grading tab. And let's now go down to grain. I want this to be a bit more filmy. You can see there's already a little bit of grain in there. Let's accentuate that. I want this to look like a nice film photo. Okay, so we have made our look. This is what we are now going to convert into a preset. So you want to go to this little plus icon at the top of your presets tab and click create preset. You can create a preset name here. We'll call this Sunny Film. And then you want to create a group as well. So let's create a new group here. So once we've titled our group name, we'll click create. And now you'll see there are a ton of checkboxes. This is basically asking you what you would like to save into your preset. I usually deselect transform and lens corrections. We also want to make sure that the support amount slider is checked, and I will explain why in a moment. We click create. And there we go. You'll see here a little folder now has been made with our preset inside of it. It's important to note that presets should always be used as a starting point. You will always need to adjust your exposure to get the most out of the image that you're applying it to. Also, don't be scared to adjust the different settings within that preset. And another handy feature about that amount slider that we were just talking about, we can actually introduce more or less of the preset into our image. To export our preset, you want to go back to the preset panel and right click on either our preset and select export, or our preset folder and export group. For now, let's just export our preset. So we'll right click and we'll go to export. Next, you'll be asked whereabouts you want to save this preset. So let's just save this to my desktop for now. And there we go. There's our little preset. So to show you how to import a preset, you want to click on this little plus icon again, select import presets. You want to select the preset from its destination, click import, and there you go. You can export them, upload them to your website or store, and make them available to purchase as a digital download. This then turns them into a potentially profitable revenue of streaming revenue. This then turns them into a potentially profitable stream of passively generated income. This is something I do personally, and this helps me financially as being full-time self-employed. And if you'd like to check mine out, they're down in the description. Check out these videos for more knowledge and subscribe to stay for future videos. Peace.